my plants would be fully grown, and let me just put the volume to max because that is how I play. My ears are fucking short. Ah, fluff, Professor Laurel. Now I can upgrade a few stuff. Takes a while to get this fully grown. Now what I need is embryo. That's what I need. Everywhere embryo. Yep, that's right. Now gotta get to the Undercroft and upgrade stuff before going to the Maquis Palace for talking with that Minister Belize for more Duparquet's business. And before we get to that, I gotta sell some shit that I got the last word. Dead. I mean, not even whole would take this. It's 149 damage. It's 129. Solus, Varric, Iron Bull. Not me, certainly. Sarah uses her bow. So yes, I gotta sell this expensive trash. Sunderland, yeah, you too. Rashvine, Prophet's Laurel, yeah. Now need embryo and Prophet's Laurel. I don't even use that, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. To the Maquis Palace from the war table after assigning some tasks to Liliana and Josephine, even though they don't have much tasks. Back at the war table it's empty, very dry. I completed all the major tasks that I had to. Business is
any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things? No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret even from his inner circle.
just a moment. Navarran Toy Soldier, it was a pleasure meeting with your representatives. We are happy to lend the Inquisition a Toy Soldier. Thanks for the support, guys. I really needed that Toy Soldier.
At your service. Inquisitor.
Dude, where the hell is that? We must find a way to speak to Mr. Belize, ratifying the return. Did I just lose that? Ah, I see now. It cannot be accessed from the war table, but it can be accessed from here. This is it. Shit! I'm an idiot, guys. I'm sorry for wasting time. Damn. I never imagined I would be this idiot.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Maquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddied?
We're noble.
You don't think much of the current Orlesian nobility?
I do not. It is a watered-down shadow of its former glory, degraded by a mongrel mix of tradesmen and merchants. Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
I don't think we'll be missed from the party for a while.
Are you quite serious?
Carpe diem.
For the pleasure of your company, Minister. Absolutely.
Lock the door. And fetch me some pillows.
Oh my god, I didn't even consider this. That was amazing. The army, neither a gift, but myself. Valroyo. The whole place has been missing wastes. Of course, this and this whole misty area, and of course this.
I must return to Valrayo to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
Valroyo.
They're as calm as the family, thanks to you.
Josephine, what's up?
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life. They also send their compliments on how handily you dispatched their agent pretending to be the Comte.
Oh.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them, that you are endangered by my part in the game. Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer.
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antigua, decided this exciting life was for us.
Now you're...
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion.
Right.
During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
I don't see the fault. You survived, as did your patron.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
From bard to diplomat is quite a change in direction.
I was headed down that path for some time already. That night merely crystallized it. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant, no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Okay. Another quest successfully complete. Barnabas. There's nothing I want. Oh yeah, I had to speak with Blackwall or the other. I still didn't get the memory, huh? Let's go take it now. Let's go take that memory now. Gonna take my horse to the old town road. I'm gonna ride to my, oh my god, they're gonna censor my video for and block. I don't know, what's the thing that they do in YouTube? Demonetize, yeah. They're gonna demonetize my YouTube channel for singing alone a gracious song that no one can hear. Can they hear? It is not popular yet they'll do it anyway, just to keep me. Oh, and we're on. No Blood Lotus. Wow. Very nice start. That's right. I see. So ice doesn't work on them because they already are dead. They don't have any feelings. But these spirits, on the other hand, they can be imprisoned in ice, no doubt. Here I am to collect.
Shall we have a look
secret
around?
people. Summer show.
Let me do it.
Nah, the Inquisitor will. Get you. Huh? 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 Right, Hargrave Keep, 652 Storm, ban Hargrave, Knights help drive Avar invaders from Ferelden's lowlands when the king has. Acha, yes, something happened. Hargrave's line died out fighting or Legion invaders in the Blessed Age. Only the village at the base of the keep remains inhabited as the keep has fallen into despair. Grey Warden. Memories of the Grey is complete. Here the rain upon the living.
The history of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
Bianca arms. I just have to sell all these, man. this room is now done and done with. Let's go back to Skyhold. Black wall.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
I'm pleased that you feel that way.
Makes me sound like a chantry sister, doesn't it? Some giddy new initiate. But so be it. I suppose you've earned my loyalty and girlish enthusiasm. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
Forward all.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney.
I don't know why,
Left
but
me with
Black
that
Wall
advice
gives
before we
me
parted.
a vibe
Put
of
aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I
Galahad
ever thanked him.
from the Order 1886. Generous sec.
What is this Grand Tourney?
You've never heard of it? The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
That was generous of him.
He said I stood to gain everything, while he'd lose nothing. When it was over, he offered to mentor me, to teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
You're here now, a Grey Warden. It worked out.
I suppose it did, didn't it? But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
We can all hope. Now, way of the artifice. Oh, about that. Seeing the hunter shade is hardy and powerful, it requires a disciplined rider to take advantage of his skittish nature. Teen sharper than winter wind, but a steady breeze for a bold enough rider. Red heart. Frostbite, yeah. Once thought to be only a myth, now here in the flesh. I haven't gotten it. Oh my god. Bog unicorn. Paying for its ability to strike free. Avar Warnog. Oathbound Seer. Promise bound by an augur long ago, it will not depart this world because oath unfulfilled.
That'll be fine.
Way of the Artificer.
You have your tools. The first of the pieces that you could build with. You've a choice. Do you commit to constructing yourself? Making? There's no splitting focus.
Artificer. Okay.
I understand, and I have made my choice. I'll do this.
Take up your tools, and never let them leave your reach. We have many, many details to study. Welcome to the life you make, Inquisitor.
Man, I don't know if that was a good choice or a bad one. But what I can do now is save it into a new game so that I can come back whenever I want and change this decision that I just took. Oh, and of course, let's upgrade, shall we? Ooh, spike trap. Wait, but these are stupid, isn't it? Hail of arrows. It fires so quickly, enemies will swear. Powered by focus. Please landed to mark a fallback location before heading into battle. When the fire gets ugly, you leave back to safety as healthy as you were when you placed your marker duration. Nah. Oh, this is the Artificer. Nah, the Artificer is... I don't want to use this. Nope. I don't want to use that, man. I don't want to use Artificer. I knew something could go wrong. Let's see. Oh, I still have to do this Maquis thing. Alright, let's go do it. Let's get on bed with her and meet her again, do all this stuff again. Ah. The Artificer is truly useless. Nothing good in it. None. Okay, exactly how it all went.
Thank you for seeing me in private, Minister Belize.
I chastise you for taking me from the party, Inquisitor, but the Maquis throws such dull affairs. It's hardly worth it. I assume you wish to discuss your petition to elevate these du Paraquets to a minor lordship. Tell me, why should I allow you to pollute the Orlesian nobility any further than it's already been muddied?
This?
You don't think much of the current Orlesian nobility?
I do not. It is a watered-down shadow of its former glory, degraded by a mongrel mix of tradesmen and merchants. Really, it is too much. The very thought causes me pain. What can you possibly provide that will make your petition worth my effort?
I don't think we'll be missed from the party for a while.
Are you quite serious?
The pleasure of your company, Minister. Absolutely.
Lock the door. And fetch me some pillows.
great time spent. Still better than doing the artificier thing, I'd say. Any day.
Inquisitor.
Let's see, where was I? Yeah, inventory. Let's see, if I do have Prophet's Laurel, that means I haven't even upgraded my stuff. I have one, meaning I have upgraded my stuff at least. There's a fellow Meyer. I haven't gotten this yet, okay.
I must return to Valfrey to see that everything is in order. Please join me when you can.
12th, I'll meet up with you after I finish collecting this trophy. Blood Lotus. Let's go. This time we found some Blood Lotus. Hell yeah. I don't want any trouble.
There must be something here.
Well, this time let's give her the honors. Take the trash.
The history of the Grey Wardens is fascinating.
I gotta collect that tissue from the deceased tissue, you know? Guys, anybody, would you just give me one deceased tissue? That's all I ask. Let's just fill in the requisition and be done with it.
Inquisitor, you have...
No, I have no time for you. The way of the artificier is stupid. I cannot have that because I already have that with Varric, and Varric is fucking useless. Why would I want something like that? And not only because Varric is useless himself, but the abilities that I would unlock from the artificier has nothing to do with the Inquisitor. Like, they don't match. You guys know this. My prime focus is from subterfuge and my usual attacks, all that stuff. Not this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lorion. Lady Josephine.
I received a letter from the House of Repose, Your Worship. They acknowledge their contract is null and void. There is no longer a price on my life. They also send their compliments on how handily you dispatched their...
I see.
I'm glad you don't have to live your life looking over your shoulder anymore.
I regret we were forced to deal with them. That you were endangered by my part in the game. Did I ever mention Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
Huh.
What made you interested in becoming a bard?
I was attending a university in Valroyo when I learned about bards. There was such an air of romance about them. Stories of secrets, trysts, and fascinating people. A group of us, young gentry from Antigua, decided this exciting life was for us.
I don't imagine many firstborn heirs join those ranks.
No, I was a rather foolish exception. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
I see.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
No one merciful.
He seemed willing enough to murder you for the game.
Perhaps. I feel I'm the last to judge whether or not he would have actually used the blade. In all the commotion... Forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant, no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Now off to Skyhold. We go to the stable, speak with Black Wall. Or not. I don't even have to speak with the guy. It was just an optional thing. I'll just change my horse and get back to Frostback Basin. Damn, this whole episode is turning into a huge fucking bummer. What a time waste, I feel like.
Stop following me.
I have
Damn, something's happening there. Artificer, you suck. Ass. And now I'm gonna save. Save it all. Of course, now we have to find a powerful rift. Dorian to the Gull Lantern. Oh yeah, I had to speak with Dorian. No. This is an important thing. Let's go speak with Dorian now. this? Yep, this is the one. Talisman. No creature item. Dorian's below, not here. Dorian.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
What? Should you twist an entire empire around your little finger? Yes, please. Of course, it leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No? Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks some murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
Dorian, there's a letter you need to see.
A letter? Is it a naughty letter? A humorous proposal from some Antivan dowager?
Maybe.
Not quite. It's from your father.
From my father? You see. Want, pray tell?
A meeting.
Show me this letter. I know my son. What my father knows of me would barely fill a thimble. This is so typical. I'm willing to bet this retainer is a henchman, hired to knock me on the head and drag me back to Tevinter.
You think your father would actually do that?
No, though I wouldn't put it past him. Let's go. Let's meet this so-called family retainer. If it's a trap, we escape and kill everyone. You're good at that. If it's not, I send the man back to my father with the message that he can stick his alarm in his wit's end.
There seems to be bad blood between you and your family.
Interesting turn of phrase. We've never talked about my family before. They're not happy with my choices, you see. Nor I theirs.
What choices? Leave him to Vinter?
That too.
Let's go meet this retainer then.
I wonder how much my father paid this man to wait around just in case I showed. We'll find out soon enough.
Let's go to Tevinter or the hinterlands. My mage. Pride demon. The most powerful demons yet encountered are the... Well, no, not really. I killed this pride... Well, they were level 19. Now I am what, level 23? So yes, I kicked their asses very easily. Very, very easily. Right, Doria.
Joining up soon. Thank you for bringing it up.
Good day.
Good day.
Good day.
May you be with you.
Warden Commander Clarel to Arl Tegan Goren. I sought a chance to speak with you in person, my lord, in hopes of convincing you to allow us to send further aid to Ferelden. Right, you shall send more guards. This rank, man, goes way over my head.
Uh-oh, nobody's here. This doesn't bode well.
Dorian.
Father. So the whole story about the family retainer was just, what? A smokescreen?
Then you were told. I apologize for the deception, Inquisitor. I never intended for you to be involved.
Of course not. Magister Parvus couldn't come to Skyhold and be seen with the dread Inquisitor. What would people think? What is this exactly, Father? Ambush? Kidnapping? A warm family reunion?
This is how it has always been.
You have a right to be angry, maybe I should go. He has a right to be angry, maybe I should go.
I should leave you to work this out.
Oh, no, you don't. I want a witness. I want someone to hear the truth.
Dorian, there's no need to.
I prefer the company of men. My father disapproves.
I'll need you to explain that.
Did I stutter? Men and the company thereof as in sex. Surely you've heard of it.
I've done it. Stays with the fans in sex. What? No, I haven't.
Oh, I just didn't expect that.
Well, it's not as if I introduced myself that way. Hello, my name is Dorian. I like men. Maybe I should start. Some days it seems that's all anyone cares about.
This display is uncalled for.
No, it is called for. You called for it by luring me here.
This is not what I wanted.
I'm never what you wanted, Father. Or had you forgotten?
That's a big concern in Tevinter, then.
Only if you're trying to live up to an impossible standard. Every Tevinter family is intermarrying to distill the perfect mage, perfect body, perfect mind. The perfect leader. It means every perceived flaw, every aberration is deviant and shameful. It must be hidden.
Your father might be here to reach out. You could give him a chance.
Let's just go.
Dorian, please. If you'll only listen to me.
Why? So you can spout more convenient lies? He taught me to hate blood magic. The resort of the weak mind. Those are his words. But what was the first thing you did when your precious heir refused to play pretend for the rest of his life? You tried to change me.
I only wanted what was best for you.
You wanted the best for you. Your fucking legacy. Anything for that.
You got a lot off your chest. Can't you give him a chance to do the same?
Tell me why you came.
If I knew, I would drive you to the Inquisition.
You didn't. I joined the Inquisition because it's the right thing to do. Once, I had a father who would have known that.
Once, I had a son who trusted me. A trust I betrayed. I only wanted to talk to him, to hear his voice again, to ask him to forgive me.
He says we're alike. Too much pride.
Right.
Once I would have been overjoyed to hear him say that. Now I'm not certain. I don't know if I can forgive him.
He tried to change you.
Out of desperation. I wouldn't put on a show, marry the girl, keep everything unsavory, private and locked away. Selfish, I suppose. Not to want to spend my entire life screaming on the inside. He was going to do a blood ritual. Alter my mind. Make me acceptable. I found out. I left.
Can blood magic actually do that?
Maybe. It could also have left me a drooling vegetable. It crushed me to think he found that absurd risk preferable to scandal. Part of me has always hoped he didn't really want to go through with it. If he had. I can't even imagine the person I would be now. I wouldn't like that, Dory.
Are you all right?
No, not really. Thank you for bringing me out there. It wasn't what I expected, but it's something. Maker knows what you must think of me now, after that whole display.
I don't think less of you. More, if possible.
The things you say.
I mean it.
My father never understood. Living a lie, it festers inside of you like poison. You have to fight for what's in your heart.
I agree.
Oh, fuck no! 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 No, no! No!
I see you enjoy playing with fire, Inquisitor.
Fuck no!
At any rate, time to drink myself into a stupor. It's been that sort of day. Join me sometime.
Never!
If you've a mind.
Oh my... I mean, I am fucking straight, buddy, so seeing that...
By a hen, evidently.
Don't play the fool with me, young man.
If I wanted to play the fool, I could be rather more convincing, I assure you.
Your glib tongue does you no credit.
You'd be surprised at the credit my tongue gets me.
So, where are we, Josephine?
Inquisitor, is it true? Is the mark on your hand magic cast by Corypheus?
Griffius claimed it's a spell gone wrong.
I wanted to think it was a blessing. A sign the Maker was returning to his creation. How credulous of me.
There's magic, not holy. Maker isn't it?
Perhaps the Maker set these events in motion so long ago we can no longer see his hand in them.
It would be fitting if that were true. Does it hurt? The anchor, that is.
It'll be fine.
It's not pain. It's more like my nerves go on fire.
It sounds most unpleasant. A situation requires your attention, Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Noble Chantry loyalists in the city of Jadar are spreading accusations that you're responsible for the Divine's death. They're unusually organized. I recommend we send people to Jadar to deal with the matter.
Will anyone even believe me if I claim I didn't kill the Divine?
Perhaps if they learn about your heroics. We should emphasize how you stopped the breach devouring the sky. Even in Jadar, it may...
I need to go back to Hinterlands and kill that dragon. There's a dragon that I just realized that I haven't eliminated yet.
A scapegoat to begin with.
And
But
of course I
wonder
need to
if the
go
Grand
to
Clerics
stop
are
that
at
power, spirit
Those
drift,
immediately
whatever.
eligible to be divine died at the conclave. The ones remaining were not as favored. They may look upon you as a rival for influence.
I see.
Let's send some ambassadors to convince Jada I'm not a monster in disguise.
Excellent. I believe there's much to be gained by winning them over. I was hoping you'd be by. We've received letters from Archon Redanus of Tevinter and King Marcus of Nevara. For both monarchs to come to us is nearly unheard of.
Not sure I'm honorable.
And the Inquisition's deeds have won their respect.
They'd never have contacted us otherwise. Archon Redanus requests that the Inquisition, as a neutral party, destroy a venatory cult on the Nevaran-Tevinter border. King Marcus asks the same, but demands we pledge allegiance to Nevara instead of Tevinter.
What course of action would you take if you were in my place?
Strained as their relationship with Orlais is, I would assist the Imperium. Their friendship is difficult to win, and Marcus is a fading power. Tevinter is the longer, richer game.
What sort of man is the King of Navarra?
At this point, elderly. Many fear his health will soon fail him. Still, he is a Pentecast. Their dynasty is exceptionally strong in Navarra.
I see.
Why is the ruler of Tevinter turning on the Venatori?
He has little reason to love them. Archon Redanus has rightly identified Corypheus as competition. Few monarchs relish a self-styled god showing up to claim their throne.
Wow, village winter, what's the Archon like?
Tell me about Rudanus.
Like most Tevinter rulers, he's heir to an ancient bloodline, politically shrewd, and a highly skilled mage. Rumor also claims he has an incredibly soft spot for cats.
Cats! Ah! Tevinter is a spot for mages. Nevara, I am not sure. Sheets. Let's go with Nevara.
Inform King Marcus the Inquisition will wipe the Venatori from his borders.
Very well. It will be done.
And now, I need to save this again. Cannot be too sure these days.
Yes?
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Liliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Orlais. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
How exactly did you and Liliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Liliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
That sounds good.
I assume there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Liliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Badroyo. Liliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest weeds. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that will make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
Does Liliana confide in you?
she enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
I see.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
What is it? Cloth. Warren toy.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Well, there is absolutely nothing here.
Let's see what we have. Inquisitor.
Yes, it is done. Now, I guess I should give it a rest. It's been too much. I'll see you guys on the next one.